Hello, everyone. I'm Captain Whitebeard, and today I want to take you through one of the most challenging periods of my life, the first month working on a cargo ship. It's a story about resilience, growth, and pushing through adversity, even when the odds seem stacked against you. When I began my time at sea, I thought I was ready for anything, but the reality turned out to be much harder than I had imagined. Unlike many of my colleagues from the academy, who found themselves on modern ships with salaries between 1,500 and 2,000 euros a month, I was assigned to an old, worn-out ship with the lowest pay among my peers, just 770 euros a month. The environment on board wasn't just physically demanding but emotionally draining as well. The food was mediocre at best, leaving me constantly craving something better to eat. The Greek officers weren't particularly welcoming, and the third engineer, in particular, was a constant source of stress. He would often test me on critical systems of the ship, things that were genuinely important but had never been taught at the academy. While I knew I needed to learn, his method of throwing questions at me in the middle of demanding tasks wasn't exactly the most effective way to teach. That said, I eventually did learn these systems, and they proved essential for my development as a mariner. The work itself was grueling. I was frequently assigned manual labor in conditions that were anything but ideal. Cleaning up grease and oil, sweeping vast areas of the deck alone, or dealing with infestations of strange bugs were just a few of the challenges. I still remember one particular task, sweeping a deck covered in thousands of weird insects I had never seen before, crawling everywhere. Adding to the strain, I rarely had the chance to spend time on the bridge, which is what I was actually studying for. During my official hours, the chief officer kept assigning me to deck duties. While I tried to make up for it by visiting the bridge at night during my free time, it wasn't enough to keep me engaged or motivated. Over time, I started losing interest in learning altogether. I felt disconnected, discouraged, and stuck in a routine that seemed to lead nowhere. Physically, I began to feel the effects as well. With no proper exercise or motivation to stay active, I started getting out of shape, which only added to my frustration and lowered my morale. But things didn't stay that way forever. As time passed, I decided to take matters into my own hands. I started exercising again, even if it was just simple routines in my limited free time. Slowly but surely, I began to regain my physical strength, and with it came a renewed sense of purpose. The departure of the third engineer also lightened the atmosphere on the ship. With him gone, I felt less targeted and more able to focus on improving myself. Though the conditions were still far from ideal, I had learned to adapt and prioritize my own growth, no matter the environment. When you're stuck in a tough situation, it can feel like the weight of the world is pressing down on you. You start to doubt yourself, your choices, and wonder if things will ever get better. I know that feeling all too well. In those first months on the ship, it felt like I was drowning in a sea of frustration and uncertainty, with no way out. But the truth is, life works in cycles. Just like the sun that sets at the end of each day, no matter how dark the night seems, there's always a new dawn waiting. The challenges we face, no matter how difficult, are often just temporary. They teach us lessons, shape our character, and prepare us for what's to come next. It's easy to feel stuck, but it's important to remember that every difficult chapter is just a step towards something better. In those moments of hardship, we can either let ourselves be consumed by frustration or use that energy to rise above. It's in those dark times that we find the resilience we never knew we had. And slowly, like the light breaking over the horizon at dawn, things begin to shift. You'll notice little improvements in yourself, whether it's your mindset, your physical health, or your sense of purpose. Those little wins, they add up. And soon, you'll realize that the storm has passed, and you're standing stronger than ever, ready for the next chapter. So no matter where you are in your journey, trust that better days are ahead. Keep moving forward, one step at a time, and before you know it, the sun will rise again. Looking back, this experience taught me invaluable lessons about resilience and adaptability. I realized the importance of not just surviving tough situations, but using them as opportunities to grow stronger. After that contract, I made a decision to shift my focus to working on yachts. The conditions are more humane, and the work environment is generally better suited for long-term growth and satisfaction. If you're feeling stuck or overwhelmed in your own life, I encourage you to take a step back and reset. My digital detox guide is designed to help you do just that. Focus on what truly matters and create clarity amidst chaos. You'll find the link in the description below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments. What's the hardest challenge you've faced, and how did you overcome it? I'd love to hear your stories and connect with you. Thank you for watching, and until next time, this is Captain Whitebeard signing off.